It is a dark time for the fandom. Evil forces of corporate greed and malfeasance have conspired to render the once proud franchise a shadow of its former self. Left with no other alternative, Rebels return to a time when things were fun and hopeful, a time of legends. Welcome to X-Wing Redux.
Departing.
Welcome back, everybody. Tonight we're going to tackle B-Wing mission number 4. I haven't gotten through the last 3 historicals, so let's jump back on that Lambda shuttle and get rolling with this thing. So let's see, alright. B-Wing attack on the Shrike. Okay.
B-Wing Red will lead the attack on the Imperial frigate Shrike. A-Wing Gold will escort the B-Wings and eliminate enemy fighter defenses. The Shrike will attempt to escape into hyperspace at this nav buoy. The nav buoy is protected by a small minefield. B-Wing Red will lead the attack on the Imperial frigate Shrike.
This mission recreates the first use of the B-Wing in its primary role as a frigate killer. Imperial military intelligence refused to believe initial reports of the encounter. How could 3 starfighters, and their A-Wing escorts, possibly defeat a Nebulon B-class frigate? The bad news only got worse. A detachment of corvettes and Star-Wing gunboats from the local System Patrol Squadron was also lost. The legendary Kian Farlander was the commander who led the B-Wings in this daring attack. Can you match their amazing success? As you fly this mission, remember that the B-Wing is a heavy assault starfighter. Leave the dogfighting to your A-Wing escorts. Your attack against the Shrike must be relentless. Alright, and then a few strategy suggestions. Launch all your torpedoes at the frigate and order your wingmen to attack. Ignore the TIE fighters. Switch to sand. Okay. Well, that's pretty close to what I plan to do. The difference is I'll use ion cannons to disable it first. Less shooty. Alright, so here we are. Set up. Go ahead and link my weapons. There's the mines. There's the frigate.
Roger. I'm on him. Roger. I'm on him. Roger. I'm on him. Roger. Got
Target
it.
that.
Roger.
There we
Using
go.
designated target. Roger. Using designated target.
Alright. Wingmen are doing their thing. Start punching off torpedoes. Wingmen are also punching off torpedoes. Looks like good hits. Okay, keep an eye on the shields though. Alright, so this will be fun. Yeah, it's interesting. I've been seeing a fair number of other folks online were talking about how they're starting to play through some of the other classic Star Wars games. Mostly Dark Forces and Jedi Knight, which for anyone who hasn't played those, I wholeheartedly recommend them. They are fantastic. Probably not going to be something that I will play and record for this channel, just because they're not... Oh, shield's down. Time to neuter this sucker.
Target disabled.
No more shooty for you. I am being targeted. Anyway, probably not games that I'm going to play on here, just because that's not really the channel focus. But I love seeing that folks are playing those. A lot of them are gamers like me who have fond memories of them from playing them in the 90s. But, man, I tell you what, if you've never played Dark Forces, it's on Steam, it's on, I think it's on GOG. I highly recommend it. Technically, you could start with Jedi Knight and not play Dark Forces, but you really should play Dark Forces. It's one of the few...
Red leader, incoming missile. Target destroyed.
Bag the Corvette, bag the frigate. Alright, now it's just time to clean up these other pests. Anyway, yeah, Dark Forces is one of those rare Star Wars games, and this is obviously another one, although the focus is different. Dark Forces is one of those rare games that also doesn't rely on Jedi powers. You're just Kyle Katarn, a mercenary smuggler guy, and you have no force powers. You're just a guy with a whole bunch of guns, basically, which is very 90s shooter. Yeah, it's a great game. I highly recommend it. Certainly more entertaining than anything than every episode of The Acolyte thus far. Well, not that I've seen The Acolyte, not that I am likely to see The Acolyte, given that I don't have Disney Plus and don't care to spend my money in that particular fashion. But yeah, hypothetically speaking, given what I've heard, yeah. I would rather go back and play Dark Forces. Honestly, I'd rather go back and play Star Wars Rebellion, which is probably the most boring Star Wars game I have ever played. And that's not even to say that Rebellion is terrible. I think I'll see if I can do my best impression of Farlander and knock out these Corvettes as well. I got 8.5 minutes. That's plenty of time, even with no torpedoes left. Anyway, but yeah, I think you can get Star Wars Rebellion on Steam and GOG too. Rebellion is like for folks who don't know what Star Wars Rebellion was, it's a kind of like a Alpha Centauri or
Red leader! Incoming missile!
We've got a gunboat targeting me. That's interesting. It's kind of a 4X Civilization or Alpha Centauri kind of figure out how to control the galaxy, but turn-based Star Wars. It's okay. I don't know. I mean, it's been probably 25 years since I played that, so maybe it would, maybe it does better now than it would have for a college student me. But I just remember it being boring and kind of a micromanagement chore. Which, I mean...
Roger, using designated target.
If that's
Roger,
your cup of
using
tea.
designated target.
But, yeah, just wasn't my thing back in the day.
Target disabled.
Might be interesting to revisit. I don't care about those mines.
Roger, using designated target. Roger, using designated target.
I do care about the other Corvette, and I will care about the gunboat, about the new assault gunboats. But I don't know. I was thinking about this the other day, and man, the 90s were a great time to be a Star Wars fan and a gamer, because you got so many great titles that all came in
Target disabled. Target destroyed.
super quick. I mean, just within a few years of each other. You had X-Wing, TIE Fighter, X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, Dark Forces, Jedi Knight, Jedi Knight 2 is a 90s game too. Again, some not so great ones like Rebellion and Rebel Assault
destroyed.
is okay. It's a very Rebel Assault and Rebel Assault 2 are fun, but they're very rail shooter kind of products of their times. But yeah, man, I mean, you got so many games just boom, 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 and even into the early aughts with X-Wing Alliance and a couple more, and then, man, I mean, just, I can't even blame the pace of Star Wars games releases on Disney per se, because LucasArts just completely lost their way in the mid-aughts, and that train wreck is... I hope somebody really tells that story someday. But anyway, this mission is over. All of the enemies have been destroyed. I don't care about a minefield. It's time to call it good. All right. Good deal. And that'll do it for tonight. So thanks everybody for watching. And tune in next week to find out if a B-Wing is better at a trench run than an X-Wing. We'll see you then. Take care of yourselves. And others. Hey, thanks for watching everyone. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. I put out new videos Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Central Time, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.